Hey, welcome back. This is Matt Groll, Vista Homes. Thanks for joining us. We're excited about this the show today. Last week, if you remember, we talked about how to get financing for your new construction build. This week, we're going to talk about designing your home. When we say the word design, it can mean a lot of different things. In the context of the conversation today, we're going to talk about designing as per designing the floor plan, the walls, the bathrooms, the bedrooms, the whatever it is you want to add, the roof lines and so forth. So when we say design, that's kind of what we're meaning. We're not talking about perhaps the colors of the walls and the furniture you're using, not quite in this context. So a little bit different. So the thing that we want to talk about is how to do that. What is the process of designing your home? Our tagline here is your home, your way, and we really mean that. We want to make sure we build a home that is exactly the way you want it. And so we talk about all the different things you might want to add, change, and how we work with our draftsmen to build that specific plan for you. So there's kind of three ways that it works. First, you have people that know exactly what they want. They may choose a plan off our website and say, build this. We've done that numerous times. We've had people that come in and they may have some drawings drawn out. We had a lady come in the other day with a cookie sheet with all these papers and stuff organized in exactly every room, so that works too. Then sometimes people come in and they simply just don't know what they want at all. They're literally just saying, help me figure this out. And so we show them plans. We'll actually show them some of our model homes and let them kind of walk through some of these floor plans and see what they like the best. So once we kind of understand that, we will then put you in contact with one of our designers. We have several people we work with. They will kind of get some information from you and start that process. So the way that works is they'll take your plans, whatever you have, your inputs, and they'll design something for you, and that'll go back and forth between you and them several times. We've had people make a lot of changes in those revisions, and that's totally fine. That's what you're paying them for, and you'll go through that until you get exactly the house you want. So you're talking about which way a door swings, what kind of door you want, whether it's a slider, single hung, casement, whatever it may be. Once we kind of get that plan done from a structural standpoint, then we send it to our engineers, and our engineers will actually do structural engineering to ensure we use the proper beams, the snow loads are appropriate, the right flooring, the right trusses, the right joists, and so forth. And so that's kind of that process. So today we invited Matt Davidson. Matt Davidson owns Davidson Home Designs here in northern Utah. Matt, if you look on our website at the Homeland Plan, Matt designed that for us, and that was our parade-winning home last year. So great job, Matt. Well done.
Thanks.
All right, great. So we're going to ask Matt a few questions. So Matt, let's say I have a client and they come to me and say, Matt Groll, sorry, I want to build a home, and I'm going to say, I'm going to put you in contact with a designer I know, does a great job. I send them to you. What are some of the things you're going to ask from them?
So I need to know maybe what type of style you like in a house, whether you want a two-story house, a one-story house, kind of what your budget's going to be, and some people have drawn up a floor plan, and others find it online they kind of like, and we make changes to it, or basically I can just take an exterior of a plan. Say you just really like this exterior, you can just make a floor plan for it.
Oh, cool.
So anything like that. Basically knowing your budget, what style you want to go after, and kind of how many bathrooms you want.
Sometimes, wouldn't it be great if we could just build whatever home we wanted, but sometimes we have to be cost effective in the decisions we make through the home building process and designing process. Are there certain things that you maybe warn people about that can be perhaps more costly than the value they receive, or perhaps other things that could be added value they should consider?
Yeah, for sure. So like if someone has kind of a tight budget, then I'll try to maybe steer them away from doing a lot of stone on the exterior of the house. Mm-hmm. Maybe if there's a lot of little corners here and there, maybe we'll try to straighten some of those out, especially on the back or whatever. It doesn't really matter a whole lot. Basements are a great way to get cheap square footage, bonus rooms. Some areas where I say don't try to cut costs, or maybe don't cut this out, is don't do like shorter ceilings. Lots of people will be like, I'll just be fine with 8-foot ceilings. It's something you might regret later that you can't really change.
I remember the first house we built 20 years ago, I did an 8-foot ceiling on my main, and I regretted it every day.
Yeah, it's
just
super
made my
noticeable
garage,
now.
Yeah. I mean, my garage was so squatty. It was a beautiful kitchen. You went in your kitchen, it's super squatty, and just never looked awesome.
I think back in the day it was normal, but now it's super noticeable.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe walk me through as far as the process of getting started. We talked about coming with some ideas. Do they need to budget? They should know their budget. They should know do you need any lot information? Does that help?
Oh yeah, for sure. So like if it's a tight lot, like width-wise, or say sometimes lots are a little bit funny shaped and you have to fit the house within the setbacks, that we definitely need to know that before we start. And then whether it's sloped or not.
Okay.
Lots of times you can get a walkout basement if it slopes down, but if it's sloping the other way, you kind of have to factor that in.
Okay, and maybe walk us through the timetable of how a design process works. What's kind of the best case, shortest best case scenario, and the longest worst case scenario?
So like typically I'm working on like between 10 and 20 plans at the same time. So usually if someone calls me and gets on my schedule, so when I'm not busy, it might be 3 weeks. When I'm more busy, it might be closer to 6 weeks. But then once we get going on it, then you can basically plan on it being a week to draft up the floor plans and elevations based on what you've given me. And then I'll take 3D shots of the interior and exterior, send them to you, and then they can sit down, make changes, email them back to me, and we kind of bounce it back and forth. And I mean, if you're quick, if you get the changes to me pretty fast, then I mean, you might be looking at like less than a month to get your house done. But if you're taking 3 weeks to get back to me, then it takes a little bit longer.
Okay, awesome. Well, thanks, Matt. Matt's fantastic. If you're looking to design a home, reach out, give him a call. You can find him on the internet. So thanks. Matt. Well, that does it for our show today. Thanks for joining us. We appreciate Matt Davidson joining us and talking about designing a home. Next week, we're going to talk about how to cost a plan. So essentially, we just designed a home. Now we want to go back to the financial side and really cost it out and know exactly how much it's going to cost to build your home. So we'll see you next week. Don't forget to click on subscribe, like us, share us with all your friends and family. Thank you for your time. See ya.